3 months ago, Facebook started to pay me real money for my posts. Not influencer money, but definitely enough that it made me stop scrolling and ask, wait, what is happening here? If you're new to my channel, hi, this is Shumrita Roy and welcome to my channel. Today, we will talk about how much Facebook paid me in the last 3 months, how content monetization on Facebook works, why am I making this video, and walk you through my professional dashboard on Facebook. So I started posting on Facebook about 3 years ago. Back then, my content was really focused. It was mainly real estate, mostly all reels. The goal was very simple. I was looking for partners. So there were a bunch of rental properties that I wanted to buy, and I did not have the capital to buy it all by myself. So I was looking for friends and colleagues. We pooled in money together. We bought properties, fixed them up, rented them out, and generated revenue. Facebook was a place where I documented all my results and partnered with people who also wanted to grow their rental property portfolio. As I kept posting, people started to reach out. First friends, then friends of friends, and then people I did not know. At the same time, I also started to expand my content. I started to post about my life, my career as an electrical and software engineer, my fitness journey, even the occasional hate comments I received, then thoughts that I was working through, other investments that I made. My posts were not planned in any way. They were not optimized or targeted towards any audience. They were just honest posts about my life. Then one day, Facebook asked for my tax information. And I thought to myself, this has to be a mistake. So I ignored it. And then dollar amounts started to appear next to my posts. At first, they were a few cents. Then the few cents turned into tens of cents. And then one day, the tens of cents turned into $1. That's when I realized, okay, something is going on here. And then I Googled Facebook content monetization. And turned out that, okay, Facebook content monetization is something real. So here's the simple version. Facebook actually invites you to monetize your content. It's not something you apply for. And as far as I know, there are no hacks or secret formulas to get invited. I have just been posting organic posts for the last 3 years. That's all I did. And once you're invited, Facebook pays you based on your views, your engagement, your watch time, assuming your content follows their policies. Let me switch to my laptop screen and show you what my Facebook professional dashboard actually looks like. This is my Facebook profile. Let me scroll down and show you a glance of my posts. Okay, now I'm going to scroll all the way back up and go to our professional dashboard. As you can see, there is this Insights tab. It shows you how many views have generated in the last 28 days. Let's make this last 90 days. So 2 million views in the last 90 days, approximately $209 in earnings, 118,000 engagements, 256 followers gained. And these peaks that you see are due to posts which have done really well. Let me go to the Insights tab now. Let me click on last 90 days again. Here you can actually see my top performing content and you have the number of views written here. If I go to earnings, you can see that my top content here generated $33. This was a post about my marriage anniversary. And this was another similar post on the 26th of Jan. So the top performing posts are mainly above $20, but some of the mid performing posts are maybe $4 to $13. And a large majority of my posts are less than $2. What is this? Content monetization. Yeah, this just shows you what the earning sources were. Photos seem to be generating 91% of my income. Extra bonus. So extra bonus is something that Facebook gives you in December every year. It's a percentage of your total earnings. Stories and reels for me, I haven't been posting that many stories and reels, so those don't generate that much. This is a graph showing the earnings by country. So most of my audience, around 75% of them, have come from the United States. So that's around $145. Canada has generated around 9.9%, and the rest of the other countries are all depicted here. What else? Stars and subscriptions. So these are content monetization tools I have not utilized yet. I'll get to them later. And you also have something called the engagement tab. This is the same thing, except it shows you the engagement for every one of the top performing posts. And you also have something called the audience tab here. So this shows you an audience overview and how many followers you gained for the last X number of days. Let's click on last 90 days here, and you'll notice that ever since I started to post more regularly for the well-performing posts, I suddenly gained how many followers over here? 3,000 to... So I suddenly gained 100 followers here, and then you see that there's another jump over here where I gained close to 50 followers, and this has been climbing. So this is something that will keep growing over time as long as I'm consistent. What else do we have here? This is traffic source. Traffic sources can be, this is about how people find your content. It can be from your page, from reels, whatever the algorithm shows people. This is a breakdown of the age and gender of my viewers. So you can see here that in the age group of 35 to 44, these many men and these many women have viewed my posts. This is again a lifetime graph of which countries have viewed my content. And this is a graph of how many cities have, or which cities have been viewing my content. And that's pretty much it. So what you just saw was my professional dashboard on Facebook. So now I'm going to talk about the real numbers. I started to get paid in October of last year, 2025. This is February of 2026 at the time of this shooting. So October I got paid $7. November I was paid $54. December I got a payment of $94, and January I got $77. And Facebook just PayPals me the money once a month. And no, this is not life-changing money, but it's something that I can continue to work on and grow. During this time, I gained about 100 followers a month. Right now, I have about 3,300 followers. And by internet standards, that's really, really tiny. But I'm okay with that, and I can just continue to grow it. They'll probably call me something like a nano influencer at this point, because according to ChatGPT, micro influencers have 10k to 50k followers. I plan to continue to just post more and grow my account. So I have a full-time job as an electrical and software engineer, and I manage to post only once in 3 days. The hardest part, honestly, isn't time. It's coming up with honest, engaging posts. I don't want to outsource my thinking. I want to write about stories that I have lived through, experiences that I have had firsthand, and that takes a lot of energy. Another lesson that I learned was that the posts that actually did really, really well were the really unexpected ones. I did not think that they would do well. For me, the posts that did the best were the ones where I talked about love and my marriage and my 2.5-year long-distance relationship. Those posts have always outperformed my posts about real estate and career. Turns out that people connect with humanity a lot more than resumes. So when you put your thoughts out there, it can sometimes feel very scary because you're putting your face, your thoughts, everything out there, and you're always worried about what will XYZ think. And I kind of learned this the hard way because I have had friends call me up, talk about my posts, and literally just laugh at me. And anybody who needs to laugh at you to feel good about themselves, they don't belong in the next chapter of your life. So honestly, I just cut them out of my lives. I don't talk to them anymore. There was no drama. There was no me getting angry at them or anything. They are just not part of my life anymore. And honestly, that was one of the best things that happened to me, because it just helped me keep growing. I don't think about them anymore. I just post. There's one thing that Joe Rogan always says, post and ghost. That's what I do. So why do I still keep writing online? It's not for the money. It's not to become an influencer. Writing forces reflection. It makes you ask the question, am I happy? What no longer serves me? Am I living my life intentionally? And that reflection has changed my life. If you've ever considered sharing your thoughts online, just pick a platform and start. Even if nothing comes out of it financially, you'll gain something rare. A record of your growth, the confidence to talk in front of a camera, and even improve your public speaking skills. And years from now, that will matter way more than a Facebook check. So thank you so much for watching. If you liked my video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel so that we can bring you more content like this.